Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Browns halftime show with the score 10-6, Cleveland ahead in the game. What can I tell you? There's some things that I like, and there's some things I don't like. That should be nothing new. First of all, why is Schlesinger still in the game? He's clearly hurt. Don't they have any respect for the players who have put out all year? Why? Why is this guy out on the field? He can't even walk. And why are the coaches letting him stay in? I don't understand it. Don't get it at all. As far as the Steelers are concerned, 4th and 1, and that's your play call? That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. As for Aaron Rodgers, he's an anti-vaccine, cocksucking prick. He blames everybody but himself. He gives disgusting looks at all of the players around him. What a selfish prick. Now, as far as the Browns are concerned, it's not like the passing game has been a failure for Shedeur, far from it. But the play calling and the strategy going in, and I know that the Steelers have a notoriously weak secondary, but not even trying to run the ball is just playing right into their hands, and now they're jumping patterns. The interception was not on Shedeur. If you take a 3-step drop and you get hit from behind because Cam Robinson, for the 75th time this year, forgot to block his man, that's not on him. But the one that went to the other guy, 86, and I don't even know who in the fuck he is, Maxwell Smart. I don't know who he is. That pass was ill-advised, thrown late. He has absolutely no timing with the two tight ends who are in the game. And Kevin must have his tight ends in the game. God forbid we should actually put Boyd in and put other people in and try to get the ball downfield that way. No, it has to be tight ends. Whitehurst, fuck him. He runs like a goddamn moving van with an underpowered engine. But that could have been a pick six, and that was on Shedeur. So I really feel as if I have to analyze the play of the quarterback because the fan base is so blind. I think Shedeur is going to be a very good professional quarterback. I'm not going to tell you he's going to be a great quarterback because we don't have the accoutrements, the players around him to be able to make that kind of a determination. But anybody who says that he's not a bona fide NFL quarterback is blind or prejudiced or whatever they are, or they're just refusing to admit they were wrong about this. At no time did Dylan Gabriel look anything like this. And I will say this, the beginning of the game, he looked very composed, Shedeur, taking his time. He did miss the ball. His eyes were looking left, and they made a good point. Tony Romo made a real good point. He got glued to the left, and there's a guy wide open on the right-hand side of the field. There's that. Real happy that Schmidt is making kicks. That's a good thing. The first Pittsburgh field goal was the luckiest thing I've seen in my life. That thing was going to go easily 3 yards wide to the left, and for some reason just took an immediate right-hand turn at the end. Either he played it perfectly, and he's a billiards player, or he was just flat-ass lucky. Can't tell you which one. Here's something that I want to share. This is Mr. Positivity. He just came back from vacation in Australia. Welcome back, David. It's nice to have you back. This guy's right back into his negative mode. But I will tell you this, David, that he's going so wide every play because he's being chipped, doubled. I even saw a play where he was triple teamed. It is not Myles Garrett's fault if he's being double and triple teamed and nobody else can get near Aaron Rodgers. That's really not his fault. And if he doesn't break the record, who gives a shit except Myles Garrett? I want to beat the Steelers. I want the team to win. I want to hurt Tomlin. Third of all, you're going to call that a taunt on Jenkins. It was a stupid thing to do. God only knows. But do you know how many years I've seen teams taunt the Browns overtly in front of the officials and the flag is never thrown? You can't give the officials fuel against their favorite team. God. Let's see what else is going on in the chat room here. The other thing, Bronk, is it isn't a matter of judging Shadur. I'm looking at week to week progressions that he's, things, whether they're going forward or backward, because things went backward for Dylan. And I wonder now if Dylan's shoulder was impinged the entire time he was playing, because I really can't imagine drafting any quarterback who has that weak an arm. And for him to suddenly show up with what appeared to be no references to contact causing that arm injury, the shoulder injury to Gabriel, I wonder at this point what was wrong with him and if they were intentionally playing him with a bad shoulder. And it would not surprise me with Kevin Stefanski as the coach. But everyone is very much aware of Myles Garrett. And the field condition is tough, and if you're trying to go wide, good luck trying to get the footing. The only way you're going to get to him is a straight path to the quarterback. And, let's see what Wizard has to say. He needs to be given the keys for next year. Yep. Let's get a football team, folks. Let's draft a fucking football team. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Get some players who are equal to quality of Schwesinger when he's not injured, and Dylan Sampson and Quinshon Judkins and Fannin and all those guys. Let's get more of those guys. But I'm convinced personally that Shadur is a good enough quarterback to start in the NFL. He has nothing to worry about except that he's in Cleveland, and Cleveland fucks everything up because of Jimmy Haslam. I would not be surprised if they go out and draft a quarterback anyway because he's a fucking moron. Jimmy Haslam doesn't know how to handle business. And yeah, the fact that there's no running game is because we're not running plays. And I don't understand. There were some creases early on in the game, and we just stopped running the football. And if you want to beat the Steelers, which I'm not sure Stefanski does, or if he knows how, you've got to take control of the line of scrimmage. So they just can't be bringing the kitchen sink at their quarterback. And their defensive secondary sucks. And they know that. But they're jumping patterns now because we're throwing on first, second, and third down. And it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And I understand that Judkins is not able to play because he's out. But you've got to give these guys an opportunity. And if you could run 4 to 5 yards in carries, and they did in the beginning of the game, it could change the outcome of this football game. And let's see what Broncola says. Romo actually does analysis. Yeah, it's true. He knows what he's talking about. He's been there and he's done that. And that is important. And Stephen Rose is pimping himself being on the show. Wear clothes this time, please. The last time you didn't, and it cost me thousands of viewers. Thank you, Stephen. Let's see what else we have. Be safe. Don't let your Steelers hatred ruin the tank. A win would just drop you 4 spots. If that's what it's about for you, then watch the Cavaliers. If you want to watch somebody who's just not trying and losing, just tune into them. If that's what you like, I'd like to think that players have a little bit more character than that, I would hope. And again, we've had high picks before and the front offices fucked them up. So where we draft, there's going to be offensive linemen. Believe me, there's going to be wide receivers, no matter whether we're 2 spots higher or 3 spots lower. That's for geeks, man. They're going to be there. The question is, are you smart enough to choose the right one? That's exactly right. I don't care about records like that. What kind of a record is that? I know it's a little trophy for his trophy case, but I don't care about that. And yeah, I think that we definitely need. Well, we're not going to get a new owner, but I think Stefanski just can't get it done. Uh, can we get Jared Allen the hell out of this city? Yeah, I'd like to pull him by his fucking hair. Oh, for God's sakes, don't get me started there. Uh, in order to build around Shador, you need an L, secure the second pick, and trade down. All right. Well, then you just go ahead and keep losing. I I've never believed that. I believe that they have enough picks so they can get it done. The only everyone's going to go after the quarterbacks because they always do. There's so many teams without a quarterback. We have a quarterback. You don't want to believe it, but we do have a quarterback. Honest to God. And I'm convinced that he is a bona fide starting NFL quarterback. I think he's got a lot to learn, but I think he's learning it and he's making his progressions week after week. Uh, yes. Um, he got off to a horrid start. His mechanics look very good. It's a very mental thing, kicking. It's kind of like putting in golf. But right now, yes, you bring him back next year. Uh, that's right, Bronk. The team that's playing for nothing fights harder than the team who's supposedly playing for something. Yeah, we're now getting 3 yards per carry, and it's not good enough. So, yeah, I'm just looking at some of these. Sipe and Kozar are not elite quarterbacks. They got the job done with good players and coaching around them. And the fact of the matter is that Kozar was a smart quarterback. Sipe was a smart quarterback. But Sipe was underarmed. Shador has a little bit better of an arm than that. So now I don't know why there would be a 10-second runoff. I don't understand that exactly. So at any rate, we got to get back to the game. I'm going to be right back afterwards on the post-game show. So for full analysis of this game or your analysis, stop by. I'll be on right after the game. Let's go, Browns. Let's see if we can put something together, get a stop to start out the half. How about that? And then we go from there and see if we can establish some kind of ball possession rather than just relying on a rookie quarterback to make every play. See you after the game. Bye-bye.